Hey there, Chanel here from the Heart and Soul with your weekly channeled message for January 12th through the 18th, 2026. It's my anniversary on the 18th. And usually we go away, and we did not this year. We were tired of bad weather on vacation. But what I am doing on the 18th is I'm going to be at Mystic Ramen. We're doing a morning of messages, a group mediumship reading. It is a private event at the restaurant. If you would like to join me, you can head over to mysticramen.ca to get your tickets. Check out the events tab. Okay. You can hear them trying to speak already. So let's see what my spirit guides have. Oh, they're coming in strong. Let's see what they have for this week. They're immediately giving me the divide. We have spoken to you previously about the timelines dividing. It has happened. You are starting to feel the effects of this shift, this deeper awareness of choice and the path that we choose to walk. And there just feels like this, almost like restriction in the throat and this heaviness in the chest of like, holy crap, what does this mean? As we tune back in again and release the energy of the collective. And they're having a little giggle at us. They say, breathe deep, my friend, and be present. As this is the way that we journey through this next chapter. The awareness is always there. Regardless of what path you choose, there is always the awareness of the choices that you get to make. What might not always be there is the awareness of what path it is taking you down. They are saying that this is going to happen more with people that still step into fear, questions, that are just not in tune and are open to their awareness. These people will struggle, and they are not you, because you would not be listening if that was you. You are someone who is tuned in to your own frequency and your own energy. You are tuned into the frequency of the atmosphere around you, the world that exists. And the more tuned in and plugged in we are to the frequency, the deeper our awareness gets and the messages that flow so easily. The problem that you humans, they like to call us humans, run into is this piece of questioning everything. Know that it is your mind that questions us. It is not your soul. Your soul knows. Your soul knows the plan. It knows the path. It knows the journey. Your mind does not need to know all of these things. And this is where the confusion comes in for you. When you can release, letting the brain take over, letting the mind control, this is when you find the flow. This is when you open your energy to be present and aware, to allow things to come through. This, as we've said a million times before, is where the magic resides. You cannot fight the process. It has already happened. Just like you can't go backwards, we told you. It is simply stepping forwards. And know that every micro move that you make, every time you make a micro shift in your frequency, it matters. It is moving you closer to the thing that you have required. The resounding resonance that is within you, that is guiding you towards your dreams. Ooh. Yes. I can feel my body's resistance, right? This is why the work is never done. We continuously work. I will definitely be checking in on that later tonight. Woo! They're like, stop freaking out. Stop resisting. Just surrender to the allowing. We will show you how. Over this week, there is definitely an awareness of this divide and feeling this divide. You are going to see those that are stuck and those that are journeying. And hopefully you are all in the latter half of those and we are finding our path. I'm just checking to see if there's anything. Let the focus be inward this week, not outward. Don't look for outward validation. Don't look for outward answers. Everything is found within this week. And in that, it's like they're giving me that one in the same. As much as it is all inward, the messages will arrive. So by going inward, we will notice when the answers, the validation, the messages show up. That doesn't mean we are searching out, forcing, or looking for things outside of ourselves. It's the thing about spirituality. There's these conflicting things that mind, linear, don't make sense. But when you tap into your soul, you're like, oh yeah, I totally get it. So I encourage you to tap into your soul as much as you can this week. This is really about returning to our power and choosing that and really finding the way to walk our truth. That is the theme of this year very much. It is a powerful year. And yes, it's a year one. It is a year of building. And the foundation is your truth. So the deeper you get that, the deeper you step into that, the easier this year is going to be in creating and building. But you have to have that foundation of truth of yourself and who you authentically are. That's why we've done all the work that we did in 2025 and before that. You got it. I know you do. So again, thank you for being here and listening, being a part of my spiritual journey and allowing me to be your spiritual tour guide. Just a reminder, I drop a second episode every week for directions from a spiritual tour guide. Mondays is always going to be the channeled spread. And then somewhere else in the week, I've been trying to do Thursdays and it hasn't really worked well. We're going to find a groove. I promise. It's just the beginning of January. I'm getting there. So the one from last week actually dropped yesterday, Sunday night. It is what it is, but it's all about finding your truth. So thank you. Take a listen there. If you are interested in joining me, you should join me at Mystic Ramen this Sunday at 10 o'clock for an amazing healing event where I get to share messages from your loved ones who want to reach out and support you and love you and guide you. And Mystic Ramen and their incredible crew want to feed your soul with the most delicious food. It is the best ramen. It is the best service, and it is the vibiest, cutest little place that you ever did see. So come. Tickets are available on mysticramen.ca. Hopefully I will see you Sunday. Thank you so much again for always being here on my journey. I so appreciate you. From my heart and soul to yours. Next time.